Transformers Lore Movie Week! The Primus Prime 22 channel is bringing you a special set of 6 videos from June 14th to June 16th and from June 19th to June 21st. These Transformer lore videos will focus on various topics from Tyran 707.04 Delta, in preparation and review for the release of Transformers last night. It should be noted that once the movie's out, in order to avoid spoilers, I'm going to completely disappear from the internet and not come back until I've seen it, but I will still upload your daily videos. But let's get into Transformers Lore Movie Week! Hello and welcome to Transformers Lore. This episode we'll be taking a look at the American anti-Cybertronian organization known as Cemetery Wind. Universe, Tyran 707.04 Delta. The Battle of Chicago in 2013 CE was the most devastating event in human history at that point. Though the Decepticons were eventually defeated, Chicago was left a graveyard of Cybertronian bodies and assets. NEST had been disbanded and the United States was not administratively equipped to deal with the fallout of the incident. To rectify this, Harold Attinger of the Central Intelligence Agency was permitted to create a sub-faction of the CIA with the purpose of hunting any leftover Decepticons on Earth while working alongside Optimus Prime and his Autobot forces. Effectively, Cemetery Wind was a replacement of NEST, but was an American organization rather than the international force that NEST was comprised of. However, something the government did not account for was Attinger himself. Because of all the destruction seen in Chicago, Attinger was strongly anti-Cybertronian, regardless of faction. Attinger also recruited a longtime friend, James Savoy, who matched Attinger's anti-Cybertronian sentiment as he had lost his sister in the Battle of Chicago. It could be inferred that a great many people within Cemetery Wind lost friends or family in the Battle of Chicago or other incidents caused by Cybertronians. The expanded timeline in Tyran 207.28 Gamma also elaborates that former NEST members and even Decepticon collaborators were recruited into Cemetery Wind by Savoy. Because of how anti-Cybertronian Cemetery Wind was, Cemetery Wind began to launch anti-Autobot operations, killing a vast number of the Autobot forces on Earth, all without the United States government learning of the betrayal. When Kinetic Solutions Incorporated learned how to melt down and reverse engineer Cybertronians, there was a contract between KSI and Cemetery Wind, as much of Cemetery Wind's arsenal was provided by these KSI devices. Much of the Transformers killed by Cemetery Wind were sent to KSI for more technology, with the ultimate goal of creating a man-made Transformer army for the United States. However, there was only a limited amount of what the humans dubbed Transformium on Earth. For more information on what Transformium actually is, check out my video on the subject. At some point by 2018 CE, the Cybertronian bounty hunter Lockdown arrived on Earth, under orders from the so-called creators of Cybertronians, to capture Optimus Prime. Lockdown managed to make contact with Cemetery Wind, and out of this contact, a three-way deal was formed. Lockdown would aid Cemetery Wind in hunting down the Cybertronians and eventually would capture Optimus Prime. In the event that Prime was captured, Lockdown would provide Cemetery Wind with a seed to create living metal. Cemetery Wind would give the seed to KSI. Attinger would receive 50 million shares of the company, while KSI would detonate the seed in the Mongolian desert and begin mining for living metal to create the Transformer army for the United States. Indeed, Cemetery Wind would continue their operations in killing Autobots, though Optimus Prime would elude them, on at least one occasion in Mexico. However, they eventually tracked Prime down to a farm in Texas, with the Autobot collaborating Jaeger family. Working alongside KSI's drones, that were in reality a scheme by the Decepticon leader Galvatron, and with the help of Lockdown, Optimus was eventually captured and the seed was delivered to KSI. Unfortunately, while en route to the Mongolian desert, Galvatron made his move in Hong Kong and used the seed for destructive purposes, and in the subsequent Battle of Hong Kong, both James Savoy and Harold Attinger were killed in the fighting. So that's going to wrap up today's episode. We don't have much information about what happened to Cemetery Wind after the Battle of Hong Kong, so maybe last night will give us a little more information. Thank you so much for watching, subscribe if you want, and have a great day, ladies and gentlemen.